Jion. This kata might be one of the first intermediate level kata that you learn after doing the basic katas like the heians and the teki. So I'm here for you to explain a full tutorial on this kata. Not only am I going to be doing the kata full speed and at slow speed to explain what these techniques are, I'm also going to be explaining the tips to make it stronger and faster, which is probably the difference between other tutorial videos on YouTube and my tutorial video. So let's get started. Now let me explain each technique, what the stances are and what the hands are doing. The first movement is the bow, right? You open up your toes in around a 60-degree angle here. And from here, heels together and you bow forward. This would be the bow for all the Shotokan katas. From here, to start the kata, you get your feet closed. This is called hei sokudachi, okay, feet closed, and hand right in front of your mouth. You're very safely covering up your mouth, okay? For the elbows, you don't want them to be open. This goes the same for any technique. You want your elbows to be nice and tight like this. Basically, this the body width. That's where you want to place the hand. Okay, this is the starting position. You say Jion to start the kata. From here, you're going to be going into a front stance, getting the left leg up, like this. Front stance, Zenkutsudachi. Together with that, you are going to be doing a inner block, Uchiuke, and Gedanbarai, low block, okay? So you want to tuck and here, okay? This blocks the punch coming to the chudan, your stomach level, and this blocks anything that comes to the lower part, Gedanbarai, okay? And make sure this is shoulder height, and this is right here. If you look at it from the side, these will roughly be around the same, on the same platform, not one in front of the other, okay? And hips are forward. So that's the first part. Each. Next, you're going to be advancing forward 45 degrees into, again, a front stance. Just for the sake of the video, I'm going to be facing the front, okay? So you can see the techniques. Left leg forward, right leg back into a front stance. Hips forward, okay? The front stance is nothing special, just the usual front stance. How the hands are going to be moving is from here, okay? You are going to advance forward, get your hands close in, and like this. You basically, when the person tries to grab you from the outside, you are using your wrist to hook that to the outside, like this. At the end, again, shoulder width, so not wide, shoulder width, arms straight, and the fist will be a little bit tilted like this. So not like this, or not like this. Slightly tilted, okay? And you should be feeling a little bit of power on the lats and the triceps here. Here, hips forward, again, shoulder height. You can basically remember all the blocks, your chudan blocks, where the hands look like this, to be at the shoulder level, okay? From here, chudan maegiri, kick to the stomach, okay? And then you're gonna punch 3 times. Kick, punch, punch, punch. Okay, this is all aimed at the solar plexus. Okay, so far we've done from here each. So far from here each. Okay, 45. Okay, kick. I'm gonna face this way to the video. Kick. Punch, chudan, punch, punch. Okay, now you're gonna get your leg tucked in and slide it out to the 45, other 45 now. Front stance, hips forward, kakiwake, same movement. And then you do the same thing on the other side. Left kick, left kick, left punch, right, left. Okay, up to here. Now, after you do that, age-uke. You're gonna draw the left leg back. Okay, prepare the right hand. Step out into a front stance, hips to the side, and upper block. Make sure the punch is coming to the head. You flip that up. Okay. Upper block, counter punch to the stomach. One more time. You step in, front stance, step in. Same thing. Age-uke, yakuzuki. Next one, little change. You step into a just in age-uke, upper block. Make sure the hip is faces the side. And then the kiai part. Okay, and then you step in, front stance, oizuki, right here. And that's your first kiai. After that, you're going to be turning, okay? Turning into a back stance, into manji-uke. From here, like this. The basic meanings are, there are different bunkai, but the basic meaning is punch, Jodan uchi-uke, okay? Uchi-uke, this is chudan uchi-uke, attack, blocking the inner, doing the inner block against the attack coming to the chudan. This is basically for the jodan, okay? And gedanbare, low block. You do that at the same time as you go into your back stance. Okay, from here you turn around, prepare the hand, move. From here, you're gonna move into a horse stance, kibadachi, and a kagizuki hook punch. Like this. Punch in this way. And then you're going to do the same thing the other side. One, then two, punch here. Horse stance, outside parallel, hook punch around. I would say relax your shoulders, elbows down, right here. And from here, you're going to step in forward. Okay, low block. And the next part is a little bit unique for Jion. It's called a kumade-uke, bare hand block. Basically, you get the hand like this, okay? You use your wrist to flick like this. You use this flick to smack like this. Okay? So I'd like you to practice this first and use that as you go into a horse stance. So basically, you are in your gedanbari, okay? You go forward. As you turn, you use that to snap their hand away to the side, okay? You do that 3 times. 1, 2, and last one, 3. All into a horse stance, okay? After that, you do the same turn into a manji. You turn around. Good. Now you're gonna go up, okay, and do a double morote-uke. Morote-uke is basically a double block. This one, I think you have it in the heian katas too. You do that against the attack coming to the head. Here, good. You block. From here, you sink down into a back stance. Here, another attack comes. You block that away. Okay. From here. And again, sorry, I should mention this. Feet, when you go up, are closed. Do not point it like this. Open. This is completely hei sokudachi, like you started the kata. From here, hands cross, and we prepare for the next movement. Okay, our hands are at around a 45-degree angle to the bottom. Shoulders relaxed. From here, you're gonna get the knee up. Okay, knee up, and stop the front kick by the shin before the kick is delivered. From here, like this, juji-uke, cross block, to the bottom. Okay. After that, you're gonna go back into a front stance like this without moving the right leg so much. It might slide back a little bit, but don't move it too much. Okay. Keep it in the same spot. Front stance and double block right here. Okay. 1, 2. From here, step in forward into a front stance, double inner block, double waKu. From here, you step in, 1, and then you step in one more time into a front stance, punch comes, you flip that up, jujuke, you strike their head with back fist, boom, okay, you bring the hand back, charge up with the back fist again, you strike their nose, okay? This is a consecutive movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, you turn around into a uchi uke. Let me face this way. You turn around, front stance, okay? Front stance, hips to the side, and uchi uke, inner block. And step in forward, oizuki, follow me. One more time, you're gonna turn around. Same thing. Hips to the side, front stance, uchi uke. Step in forward, hai oizuki. You're gonna go back. Front stance, gedan barai, hips to the side. Next one, this is called a otoshi uke, basically a dropping block. From here, you're gonna keep this hand the same. Don't pull back. Keep this the same. Bring the right hand next to your ears. And this knee up, like a front kick. 1, then you drop it down, boom. Okay, at the end, horse stance, okay? And the block should be right around here. The punch is gonna come straight at your body. So you wanna use the part right here to smack the arm down, okay? 1. That's the first one. You do the same preparation again. This hand goes out. This knee comes up like a front kick. This arm next to the ear. Then, down. One more time. Up. And down. 3 times in total. Okay, after that, you turn around. You grab your opponent's hand. You pull it into you. And this is the slow part. You do a punch. Boom, to the side. Hands pull back, right around to here. You grab the other side, push with the left leg, and pull and strike. This is the second kiai. Bring the right leg back to your left, into the starting hand position, open, and bow. So this will be the explanation for each technique of the kata. Now let me move on to how you can do each of them with a little more power and speed. So starting from the part after the bow, all right? When you get your hands in the starting position here, picture you're pulling something into you, like this. Maybe like tug of war, you pull that rope to yourself. When you do that, it makes more sense for you to tuck your elbows into you, like a pullback of a hikite, of karate, hikite hand here. So imagine, or basically, I want you to use your lats and your triceps better. So if there's like a ball here, you want the feeling of squeezing this ball, like this. Okay. So don't just poke the hand out. Okay. Here, this has to be a little. There has to be a little more power here, so that you don't get pushed back so easily. You can use the same principle of holding your arm out with the power of these 2 parts as a way to push somebody away or to keep your hands up. Okay, so always use those 2 parts. From there, like I mentioned, you're going to do a double block, uchi uke, and gedanbarai like a heian sanda as well. From here, first, my advice for you is relax your arm, right arm, and the knee, like this. Your arm is pretty self-explanatory. Here, just drop. Nothing special here. Just drop. For your knees, to be a little more specific, the hip joint and the knee. I like you to relax this. Like somebody knocked the back of your knee. Just go from here, like this. Relax back. When doing so, it's better if you can practice it by letting this heel lift up and keeping the right heel on the ground. That's gonna lead to easily getting the left leg back, like this. Okay. Using these two relaxations, I'd like you to boost up your initial speed for the technique. It's way faster and stronger than going like this, even plus, okay? Starting from there. Second point, make sure from here, you twist your wrist like this. From here, let me show you a little bit up close. This hand comes in like this, so that you can add on that rotation at the end, like this, okay? So from here, don't just bring it back, add a little twist. The pinky touches your body. On this hand, the thumb touches your body. Okay? The thumb faces you, so that you add this rotation at the end. As a result, you prepare like this, okay? This twist, this twist. So far, we dropped, we added a twist. After that, you lock to the side. If you do that fast, then it goes, if I don't, I guess, use it, it's gonna look something like this, like this, very tight. But if you relax, add the wrist rotation, like this, it's way faster. Okay, so please practice like this. Okay, first movement. Second movement, kakiwake here. This, I like you to train the slow movement of the kata, of the karate footwork, basically. From here, a bad example is, okay, from here, you're going like this. Your head goes up, the front leg leaves the floor. We don't want that. So make sure you bend your knees, okay? Bend your knees, okay? And use your move the ball of the foot and the toes to lead the way, okay? And as this leads the way, you're gonna use that power on the right leg and you're gonna push out, okay? As a result, you get that nice and gradual, controlled body movement, which is, I would say, also essential when you want to do the kata. You can't just go full speed and rush through the kata. You need parts where you have to train how to move your body in a controlled way. So again, from here, one charge here, slide in, extend, boom, hips forward. Make sure those align. And for the upper body, make sure with that lower body slow movement, you can cross and slowly turn the wrist into that finished position. Okay, so a match of the upper body and the lower body is essential in this part. Okay, so after you've got that, here, then comes on to the part of the kick and 3 punches. Two main, or three tips here. Number one, when you go into the maige, do not, maybe this handle start, do not open, okay? Keep it nice and still. I've done an explanation in this video, so you can check that out. Keep the grip and kick. As a result, if you keep the toe relatively forward, you can push yourself onto the first oizuki. However, if this toe opens up, then your first punch becomes like a long jab. This is more of a thrust punch here, so nothing like this, right? So make sure you keep that grip, okay? Get that hip in, boom, maigeri. After that, so that's the first point. Second point is relaxing your right hand and not letting it extend with the kick. Why do I say that? Well, there's the oizuki after this, a following punch. So if this leads out, then this punch is going to be so forced and not so strong. So make sure you relax this. Remember, that ball here. You want that ball here. Keep it relaxed back here. And from here, shoot out the punch. This is much better than like this, where the hands are stuck out. Keep it relaxed. Here, kick, and then release the hand. Okay. Last third point. After you've done kick, punch here, the gyakuzuki now, reverse punch. Make sure before you throw the punch, you relax the left hip here, and then get the punch out. Okay. This part, the back hip usage, is essential, where I will be covering in the Karate University, my online video course. So check that out as well. Basically, you want to, from here, charge, and then punch. and then do the next oizuki as well, okay? So you do that on both sides, and going into the again gyakuzuki combination. Next key point when doing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 is first point, maintain your center line here. What I mean is, a lot of people when they do this combination, they would want to go left and right like this. So imagine that one center pull, okay, going through the body, and that's going to move straight to the front. In order to do that, you maintain your shoulder width, this stance, okay? So let's say, for instance, your first one ends up here, right? 1, 2. Now, this leg, it can come in, it can tuck into the front leg, but it has to go on this, come back to this line. Again, it cannot go any wider or narrower than that on that same part here, okay? Once you do that, you're going to be thrusting yourself forward. So that's the first point. Second point is the emphasis on hanmi, facing the side, facing the hip to the side, and the chest to the side, and zenmi, facing these two forward. For instance, here, the first one is a block. This is hanmi, facing the side. And then from here, using that power charged up, you get yourself forward into the punch. Maybe this angle is a little bit easier for you to see. Hanmi here, and then zenmi. Okay? Every time. Hanmi, not here, here, and then zenmi. Right? That's the second point. Last point is the emphasis on, again, wrist rotation, especially for the ageuke. A lot of people, when they do the ageuke, they don't pay attention to the wrist. But if you want to take it to the next level, you have to do this. What I mean is, the punch comes, you use that pinky side of the wrist, and you flick this up. Boom. Boom. Punch comes, boom. You flick it up, like this. Okay? By doing this, I would say you can relax your body a little bit better than just trying to push it out. So flick, 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 flick. Like you almost punch up. Okay, so use this flick with the hanmi, okay, to create this relaxed but still strong block. Here. Okay. 1, 2. So try these 3 points out for the part up to the kiai.
Okay, next part is the turn after the kiai. So you go here, and then you go into a manji-uke, this one. The really good karate practitioners in this part is going to turn really fast, okay? Meaning they won't take a long time going up, up, like this, but it'll be a lot quicker, like this, okay? So how do you do this? 1 point. I like you to get this hip and the head to be right here, really quickly, like you're sitting down. Let me use this as an example. So you are in your oizuki. You want to picture a bar here, like this, okay? And on this line, I like your hip, okay, maybe around here. I want your hip and your head, basically this line, okay? I want you to align this to here. So not just the hip, not just the head, hip and head to here. That's gonna make your body fall into this space, which is a lot faster than you pushing off the floor and allowing yourself to get pushed into here. It's more like you're crumbling down, like you're falling into this space right here using that fall. So to practice this step by step, first you have to get the feeling of losing your control, okay? And how you learn that is by going from here, getting the hip here, right here, and the head on top of it. Don't just move the hip. Hip and the head, when it goes off, you're gonna lose your balance. You first have to get this feeling. Basically, if the weight is in between the two legs, weight meaning if your spine, your torso is in between these two, you're always in balance. You will never lose your balance because that's just how our body is programmed. However, once this line leaves the space between the two legs and goes off of it, like here, then of course you lose your balance, right? We want to utilize this mechanism. So you're gonna go from here after getting that loss of balance feel, you're gonna use that and go here now. Okay? And as that happens, now you tuck this leg in. Make sure the loss of balance is first, then the tuck happens. You don't kick, okay? You don't kick first. You lose your balance, then tuck. Lose your balance, then tuck, okay? That's gonna flow your body into this space. Okay, so from here, like this, that's how you smoothly and quickly move to the next one. This applies for any turn. So if you're doing any other katas, like the heian katas, any other more difficult ones, I'm sure there are a lot of these turns, right? Whether if it's gongokutsudachi, zenkutsudachi, kibutachi, whatever it is, you can use the same falling mechanism, okay? So make sure you get that down. Maybe this seems simple, but it's probably one of the hardest techniques to pull off. So please make sure you do that, okay? And my advice for you to make this strong, okay, is first move your shoulder blade, okay? Tuck your shoulder blade in or out, I guess. Get it shifted forward, and then shift it back, okay? Basically this movement, close, open. Make sure you get that down and use your lat to punch in the kagizuki. Don't just drop the hand, don't just punch out. You want to shoot it out from here. If you don't know how to use this, do wide push-ups, okay, to get that feeling of you actually stimulating this muscle. Okay, from here, same thing. Okay, if I were to add another point, when you go from the koksudachi to kibutachi, make sure that there's a push from this leg. This push has to happen first, okay? And because of this push, you're able to travel this leg out, and then you tuck it in, okay? When you tuck it in, use the psoas muscle, which I have covered in this video, so check it out for more detail. Here, push, tuck, okay? That's how you transfer. Now, from here, you're gonna go into gedanbarai. So you're gonna go from here, align everything forward first, toes, knees, hips, everything forward, then gedanbarai. Do not turn yourself to the side and go, okay? Forward, then gedanbarai, okay? From here comes the moro kumade, bare hand block. My advice for you is always use the hip. Just like I covered in this video, you want to charge up the power onto the hip joint here and blast it out. Just like a gyakuzuki, you want to do the same thing for this block, kumade uke. Okay, so from here, you're gonna gedanbarai. You lead the leg, you charge up here. So don't be here already, be here. Charge up the power here and shoot out using this hip, okay, to the front, here, this, okay? If you want to learn more, you have to check that video out, so please do so. From here, okay? You do that 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. And then next comes, same thing, right? Same turn, so make sure you lose your balance and turn. Next one is a high uchiuke, or double block here. My only advice for you is wrist rotation. Make sure from here, you turn the wrist from here, a little bit in, then out, okay? Because just like this uchiuke, inner block, we need this rotation to happen. Just like the first movement of Jion, we needed this rotation, right? This rotation. So, from here, to create that, you charge up your wrist basically, you prepare, and then you turn this way, okay? Just a little trick, but it makes a difference. Here, I'll do it very slowly. 1, turn. So bring the thumb side over to your body, and then turn it here. That will create that extra turn. From here, drop down. Okay, don't move forward. Drop yourself, bend the hip joint, your knees, your ankle. Drop. Same thing. Turn the thumb side over to you, then add that rotation at the end, okay? Right, bring your hand over and open. This, I want you to practice tightening up the lat to bring the arm out. Don't just get it out. Tuck these in. Next one, get the knee up and down. This one, what I recommend is, this applies for your front kicks too. I see a lot of your pelvis being tilted back like this. Even when you kick like this, your hip is back. So if you're one of the people to be kicking like this, this advice will help you out. So imagine somebody's pulling your belt, or maybe you can pull it by yourself. From here, pull the belt out and lift the knee. It's gonna be so much easier. This is simply because your pelvis is upright. When the pelvis is down like this, the leg just won't come up. If you do this, then it comes up, okay? So from here, get that pulling feel and get the knee up, okay? And then because you're keeping that correct posture, it's easier for you to go into this difficult stance. If your hip is back here, you're gonna do this. You'll lean forward, you'll lose your balance, okay? You need the hip to be in. And to do that for that stance right there, you wanna start from the kick, okay? So keep the hip out, get pulled in, and then you go back. So there, this part when you go back, make sure your body doesn't go back, okay? Keep the weight on the front leg, and then spread your arms out. After that comes the double block. So again, you want to rely on the wrist rotation. Repeatedly, I've been saying. Here, okay, turn that thumb side over to you, then over, okay? If you don't do this, yeah, you can still rotate the wrist, but you want to create that extra rotation, then out. Make sure your movement ends with the rotation, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here too. Make sure every time, think about how you're turning your wrist. But especially for those of you that tend to tense up here, I was one of them at first. I used to tense up like this. For those of you that you do that, practice just raising your hand, like in class, like this. When you do this, your shoulder is not tight, right? You're just raising up. And personally, I think about just opening the armpit here, just making this angle wider, okay? Not bringing the shoulder up, but just widening this. When you think about that, you open here, pop, pop. It becomes less tight. So give that a try if you're tight. Okay, from here you turn around, right? This turn too, you fall into here. Bring this line here and transfer into the uchi-uke. 1, 2, this is just the orthodox or ordinary one. Just make sure you're in hanmi though. Facing the side for the block, okay, facing the front for the punch, right? Wow. Next part. This, make sure, okay, get the pull. Somebody pulls it in and you get the leg up, okay? This is much better than this. Okay? This goes in. Okay, that's how you get your knees up and high. And then from here, just like you held that hip on this, okay, we waited, right? We didn't open right away. We waited, then boom, same thing. We go from here, we wait, then we bring it down, okay? So have that little bit of resistance throughout until that last moment. So from here too, okay? Get that pulling motion, plus weight a little bit on the left, here, and ba, okay? You do this 3 times. After that, 1, 2, this you want to bring the shoulder blade out and in, okay? Out, and this is very similar to this movement. You push with the back leg, you slide your front leg out, you tuck it in, same thing. We charge up on the back leg, we push, okay, and we tuck it in. With that tuck in, we attack, okay? So make sure you match your lower body movement with the upper body movement. So yeah guys, that'll be it for the Jion tutorial video. I'm hoping that you are satisfied with the quality of this, and please make sure you check out my online group lessons and private lessons, and also my video courses where I do karate workout videos to get you in better shape, and also a karate hidden principles course where I explain about these little details that I have explained in this kata tutorial. So make sure you check it out, and I'll see you in my next video.